This is the Pick and Roll live stream here on the Board YouTube channel, part of the Hammer Betting Network and presented by the FanDuel Sportsbook. We're back for another live stream like we are every weekday morning at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time, where we go through the entire NBA slate. We give out free picks with the co-host here on this channel, PipsNBA, and we listen to your questions. We answer your questions, react to your bets in the chat at the end of the show. It's loaded with content. You're going to enjoy it. Make sure you do subscribe and hit that like button if you do enjoy along the way. It had a really good run, which was abruptly halted by a tough start to the week, but we are back to winning ways for from yesterday's show. Technically a 3-0 day, a very slight win in the end on Chris Middleton over 3.5 assists at Heavy Juice. I'll have to manually adjust this, but it says it'll be plus 0.34 units on that one. But regardless, whether you want to call it a 3-0 day or a 2-0 day, we did win on the other picks. It was Jonas Valanciunas over 14.5 points. He had 14 at half, so relatively comfortable there. We also had Duncan Robinson over 11.5 points, and he finishes with 14. So all wins, great stuff, back on track, hopefully, and we can jump into things today as well, because Pips is ready to go for a pick on the Indiana Pacers game against the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, some familiar face to the show. We are going to Zachary Risachet, over on points and rebounds, minus 115, I think, or 14 at FanDuel, but way better prices out there, widely available with a minus 105 on this one. But I will play up to minus 150.
Yeah, we do have the minus 114 at FanDuel, but minus 105 available in a couple spots. So we will look to that as well.
Yeah, think we are good with minus 105 on this one. So the thing about this is, yeah, lately he's been playing really well. 27 points against the Memphis, even 21 points and rebounds against the Thunder, difficult matchup. 23 against the Orlando, 18 against the Knicks. Those are all difficult matchup. And now he gets one of the best in the league. That's Pacers. So when we look lately, when he's playing 22 plus minutes against teams who allow to his position, to forwards, who allow rebounds and points to forwards. When we look at like teams who are ranked 16 to 30, so below average in points and rebounds allowed to forwards, he's over this line in 9 out of the last 10 games, going back to 27 December. Some 22 points and rebounds last time he played the Pacers, had 17 points and 5 rebounds. Game where Jalen Johnson and Bogdan didn't play, but Hunter was playing. So even with Hunter, he covered this. And the matchup is absolutely amazing. So when we look at the similar players by Props Madness, we can see that they are over in last 11 out of the last 15, average 19 more points against the Pacers. But when you look at only by position, it gets even better. They are over in 13 out of the last 15. Guys like Jabari Smith, Tyrese, Buzelis, Gordon, Hachimura, Derek Jones, all of these guys covered easily and average way more points, which makes sense. Zachary scores most of his points at the rim. Pacers are like 22nd. He scores a ton of his points from the corners as well, and those are the spots where Pacers allow a ton of points. I do expect Pacers to be very aggressive on the Trae Young to take away him from the game, and then Zachary should be in a prime spot to get some cuts, some transitions, some layups, and maybe even a couple of wide open threes. The line is not too high for his minutes. Like he's playing lately 26 to 32 almost every game. So yeah, he should be able to. The total for the game is at 246 and a half. Yeah, I do think like he with the big minutes he's playing, he should contribute to that with his scoring a lot.
All right, so we'll start off with Zachary Risachet over 17.5 points plus rebounds, minus 105, widely available, good to minus 115, minus 114 was also available on FanDuel. All good prices to take. Hopefully, get to start it off here on the right foot. Before we go any further, we'll give a shout out to our presenting sponsor here on the board YouTube channel, the FanDuel Sportsbook. Because when the game tips off, the NBA action is just beginning with America's #1 sportsbook. Because FanDuel is your home for NBA live betting. So even if you missed the first few minutes of the game or want to bet on a fourth quarter comeback, you can make your picks from the first whistle until the final buzzer. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. Whoever you want to play, now is the perfect time to join. New FanDuel customers get started with $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Just visit FanDuel.com/board to join today. That's FanDuel.com/board, BOARD, for your shot at $150 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. But must be 21 plus and present in select states for Kansas affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Back to the FanDuel odds screen to go through the rest of the NBA slate today. We'll pull up the Chicago Bulls next, who are taking on the Orlando Magic. The Magic coming off of two very brutal losses, I'd say, to the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors tried to lose both games and still ended up beating the Magic. I think that's a good indication of where the Magic are at right now. I don't know if anybody watched that. The Raptors literally did everything they could to lose 2 days ago, but still won because of a Jacoby Walter buzzer beater. But they're favored by 7.5 here. Is this the spot where they get things right and win a game, Pips?
Yeah, they should, but can't can't say much about this, honestly. Uh, yeah, I've been the one who watched the game, Orlando and Raptors. I had my over on quickly, and
Yeah.
I was
You
furious.
messaged me. I didn't know you had a bet, but I had a hunch that when you were upset, it was because you had a bet.
Yeah, I like. Of course, it wasn't like objective stuff. It was like fuming. Just like I had a great bet and it was going really well. And he had 15 to start the fourth, and I needed 18, and then he got benched. I thought like, okay, the standard rotation is probably going out at 10 and going back at 6. Okay, I have 6 minutes for 3 points. That's very doable on pace. And then the thing is, he stood up twice to go to the tables, and Darko just waved him off, and I was like, rage at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, horrible stuff. Uh, Crazy shot making by some degens on the Raptors,
Yeah.
like that Jacoby, the shot he made, like that. That's
Hey, he's
made me.
he's named after Jordan and Kobe, so he's got to be good.
Yeah. I don't know. For what I'm seeing so far this season from him, he is not good. Wasn't good at all. So I don't know. The numbers are saying he also isn't good. So he's 20, so maybe he improves. But
He's got good potential.
remember I've got some game like 9.5 points, rebounds, and assist over for him. It was offline, like should be 11. FanDuel had 11, and I
Yeah.
watched it, and he have spent like 15 minutes on the court with 0 points, rebounds, and assists, zero field goal attempts. He was just being there, like Tony Snell type of game. And I was like, this guy stinks. So yeah, not enough sample size to say it, but when you lose a bet, you kind of
Yes.
not objective.
Right. We'll back to this game. Orlando were the team that lost that. Do you think today's the day they get a win?
Sure, but betting wise, it's tough for me to actually bet against something against Bulls because their defense is kind of unpredictable. So I don't know. I'll stay away from this one.
All right. No worries. We got a decent slate for a Thursday here. 6 games in total, I believe it is. Yeah, 6 games. Next up, we have the 76ers away at Boston. Sixers kind of shutting down their season, much like Paul George shut down the podcast. The Sixers shut down their season. It doesn't really make sense. He's trying to help his team win a championship. They're not going to be winning much for the rest of the year, and it does not seem like they're going to win this game either. Any things you've got here, handicap wise?
Yeah. I don't know who's even playing for the Boston. Let me just check. They don't need to play many players. They're
Yeah, you
back.
mentioned yesterday Peyton Pritchard ladders, and I don't think there was any number you didn't win on for Peyton Pritchard ladders.
Maybe 50 if it existed.
If it existed.
Yeah, but I don't think so. I think the guys they had probably like 30 plus at like some crazy number, maybe
Yeah.
40, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So hopefully someone did take it and bet it, and yeah, it was just one of these games. And I think he's from Portland, Oregon.
He played for Oregon in college. I don't know where he's from, but he played for the Oregon in college.
And yeah, he actually mentioned it when asked, and said did he think he was the one getting interviewed at halftime, and he said it. Like it's a nice feeling to be back here and playing into a well-known crowd and show off like something.
Yeah, he was born there as well, so he's from there. Played college there.
So yeah, he was just logo shooting threes and everything went in, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Badger boy saying something like, "You need to show us."
I don't think Badger boy hit this.
Yeah, I know it's sarcasm. Yeah.
Badger would be on an island somewhere if they hit that, not in the stream right now.
Yeah. So the injury report is the entire team of the Boston. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, and Sam Hauser, and Al Horford all on injury report. The only guy that isn't is Peyton Pritchard. And trust me, he could put insane numbers on the 76ers again. So, yeah.
Peyton Pritchard ladders part 2.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Depends on.
Is there 45 plus? No Pritchard. No 40 plus. No 35 plus. Come on. No, it's even maybe.
He's not listed at all.
Okay.
That's FanDuel. They don't.
Yeah, because they don't know the lineups. Okay.
Yeah, but overall, I don't think they maybe they added him like 30 minutes before the game. Like they are waiting for things to settle before they add bench guys. They are smart. Yeah. Betting wise, nothing for this, of course. Like this is garbage as it could be. Maybe, but I can do it if Porzingis is not playing. So I am looking at Drummond unders, as it looks like when you look at the games for Drummond, like when he's playing 18 up to like 26 minutes, like he's kind of there, but I don't see him scoring against Boston. Like he scores at the rim, and they are the best rim defense, so one of the best. Overall, leave it moving, but if there is healthy Celtics, look for under Drummond.
So somebody asked if that game cemented Pritchard's 6th Man of the Year award. It hasn't shifted his odds that much, actually. But what has changed quite a lot since we last looked is Malik Beasley's up to plus 270 to win. DeAndre Hunter down to plus 1,000. That's a shame. I really think at least I thought we had good positions on Hunter. At least I do. I don't know if anybody else does, but for some reason he's been playing like pretty well and still not getting steamed up in market. So doesn't seem like he will be in the mix for that. Well, he'll be in the mix, but it seems like Malik Beasley has taken over that second spot, and Pritchard's team is stopping.
When was the last time we had like 3 legit players, legit candidates to win? Like Beasley is doing great, Pritchard is doing great, and Hunter is doing great, and they are all like great candidates. Like usually it's like high scorer of the bench. No, doesn't matter the
Yeah,
team, doesn't matter the success. These are all three players on really good teams. Now, the Hunter, on a good teams putting real numbers on real efficiency. Before it was like Clarkson winning with 38% from the field, like just putting numbers.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Nas Reed as well. Yeah, two
yeah.
words. Nas Reed. Nas Reed is
He's
he's not even going to be a finalist, and he's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, and but yeah, I mean he's starting a lot of games now. But overall, I think he will be illegal. But he puts most of his numbers as a starter. Like
Yeah.
he averaged, just a quick look, average 13 points from the bench and 18.5 as a starter. So yeah,
All right. Well, regardless, we can go to the next game here. We have Golden State minus 10.5 against the Brooklyn Nets. Nets at home for this one. Big battle near the bottom of the NBA standings for positioning. By the way, for the Precious first overall pick, Golden State should mop up this game. Anything from you on this one?
Nope. Uh, I don't know. Can't do much here. Nets do have, I will say, they do have like a easy defensive scheme to read. Like they just take away pick and roll, and they take away threes. It's rare the team allows so many spot up, but no any not many threes at all. Like they run away. If it's either a spot up three or no threes. Like they don't let you make threes otherwise. So like they are leaking corners and taking away almost everything else.
We can go to the next game then. And I know you're looking at something here. We have the Houston Rockets against the New Orleans Pelicans. Houston favored by 4.5. What is it that you're looking to play?
Yeah, I'm looking to bet Tari Eason over. Just an amazing matchup. Even though, like looking at the entire season, he was putting numbers. Like when he gets like 22 plus minutes, maybe even like 23, up to 35. I mean, he could play 35, but I don't think that's realistic. I could see him playing 28 minutes. On the season, he's already sliding 16 out to 26, averaging 13 points. Lately, starting to play way better. Like when you look at the last 10 games, over in 8 out of 10, averaging still 13 point something. Uh, but the matchup is absolutely amazing. So when you look at the play types, the dominant ways of his scoring is transition, spot up, and putback. Those are three, like by far the most ways he scores. Pelicans ranked 29th, 28th, and 30th. That's probably one of the best I ever seen using props madness for the top three ways of scoring, dominant play types. And then on top of that, we have like he scores most of his points at the rim. They are ranked 29th, and some of his points from the corners and above the break. And they also allow uh, they allow they are ranked 29th in threes allowed. So they are ranked 29th in threes allowed, rim points allowed, in all the play types, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, Taric should cook them on some cuts, on some transition, on some spot up, even putbacks are a thing here. So, and I could see him playing bigger minutes. Like he's a perfect, not a perfect, but a really good athletic guy, size, wingspan to defend Zion uh, in this one.
All right. So minus 120 is what I see as widely
Five.
available. Minus 118 as well. In one spot, which also available there. But I see a bunch at minus 120, so we'll play it there. So I think that's one that everyone should be able to get minus 120 for this one. Over 11.5 points for Tari Eason. That's our second play of the day. So with that, we can move to the final game up on the day. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers in action, and man, they just keep on winning. They seriously just keep on winning. And interesting matchup against the New York Knicks as well, who when they play teams who win or are above 500, they seem to struggle. I'm really interested to see how this one will go. What do you think, Pips?
Yeah, this is a great test for them. Playing some great pick and roll dominant team, like pick and roll of Brunson and Towns, handling a big that can shoot outside. So need to figure out the ways to defend. But going small against Towns usually worked for many teams. Putting wings on him, like I could see definitely the Dorian Finney-Smith and Jared Vanderbilt defending Towns easily. Uh, with Hayes helping on there. This will be a game where OG Anunoby and Josh Hart need to make buckets in order to for them to win. But yeah, great test, and I do actually like the matchup for the Lakers in this one. They they are allowing a lot to put pick and roll ball handlers, and then you have Luka on the other side, who finally got his I would say I don't know legs under him. Uh, he's playing really well last three games. He kind of destroyed teams. So yeah, no bets on this one. I don't. So many questionable things like what is going JJ Redick uh, scheme for this one. They are kind of going to be unpredictable for the rest of the season with the scheme. Like they will adjust for every team personally, which other teams don't do much in the NBA. Like they have their schemes and they play it most of the time and they live with it. I think JJ Redick will be like trying to adjust for the teams that's in front of them for the rest of the season, and that's why they are winning a lot of the games lately.
So shout out JJ for the job he's doing there. We weren't sure about him as a coach, but he's clearly proven he's ready to take on a big job like this. He's doing a lot more than you'd think he would be doing with the Lakers, considering their lack of defense. So we'll see
Yeah.
if they keep on pushing for the rest of the season. With that, we can go to the questions in the chat. If you guys are tailing the picks, enjoying the show, please do hit that like button if you're new. Just remember, we're live weekday mornings here on the Board YouTube channel presented by FanDuel, so you can subscribe to the channel as well and turn on that notification bell. We'll start off with this question from Droshko asking about Zach Collins under 24 PRA at 1.86. That's about minus 115.
Uh, Crazy volume for Zach at the Bulls, but yeah, matchup is absolutely horrendous. So maybe there is something to this. Though he covered against the Raptors, Clippers, and Cavs, so I don't think the Orlando are more difficult matchup than Clippers and Cavs. So I will stay away actually, and that's it.
Okay. Next up, Trey. There's no price there. I'll give that. Kobe White under 29.5 PRA at minus 110, sticking with the same game.
Same. No one else besides him to score. A lean under, but he could get there just by pure volume. He played them twice this season. He had 21 and 9. I think this 21 is more realistic volume than this 9 game. But yeah, overall, like tough one.
Uh, Next one, somebody actually did ask about the Tar Eason bet. That's an official play. So Jelko, great find there. Your friend James asked about Quentin Grimes over 4.5 first quarter points, minus 106. Your friend James loves the first quarter bet.
Yeah, makes sense. It's a blowout, so he wants protection. Uh, Let me just check the minutes. Last couple of games.
Yeah,
He
Quentin
played.
Grimes has been really up and down with some points lately. He had like a 4-point game and a 44-point game, I think, last week.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, 4.5. Yeah, did so he played 12, then 8, then 11 minutes. Uh, Without Maxi, I think he should be playing entire first quarters. Let me just see if Maxi is playing. Maxi is not playing. So he could be up to 12 minutes for the first quarter, and in that case, he should smash this line. I lean over, yes. Makes sense.
Okay, lean towards the over there. Next up, we have Droshko asking about Nick Claxton under 12.5 points plus assists at 1.77 odds, which top of my head, I don't know the conversion.
Minus 130.
All right.
Uh, yeah. So I don't know. He could be playing almost up to 30 minutes in those minutes this season he didn't cover this much, especially against team with a uh, good defense from the paint, like Golden State Warriors. When you look at the paints allowed, they are allowing second least points in the paint, and there is a like big correlation with performance against the teams who allow points in the paint. If he's playing against teams who are top 14, maybe like 11, he's under in 9 out of 12, averaging 10.5 points and assists. Uh, looking at assist alone, yeah, it's very juiced. So I kind of think this is an okay bet to make. Yep.
Okay, decent spot for Claxton. Next up, Jalen Green, 4+ threes at +126.
Matchup absolutely amazing. So yeah, makes sense. Can't do many things for this. Like
All
just
right.
great matchup. Maybe he plays more up the ball and that's it.
We'll have one here for the Knicks game. Jalen Brunson over 25.5 points at 1.85, about -117.
Yeah, as I said, I don't know what they are going to do with Towns, Brunson pick and roll. So I actually don't have any opinion on this. Line seems low. That's what I'm going to say. Other than that, I don't know.
Okay, we have two on the Warriors game now. First of all, Draymond Green over 5.5 assists at -125.
Draymond Green assists against the team like Nets. Huh. This is interesting for like Jimmy, since Jimmy Butler he covered this 7 out of 10. Maybe it's some like just luck on the conversion. Yeah, it's mostly luck on conversion. Looking at the entire season, it's right there. Potential assist numbers didn't change much. Uh, the matchup is horrible for assists. Yeah, let me just overall. It's not horrible. It's actually Nets who are allowed of average assists. He had 7 earlier this season. Sure, makes it could be okay, but to make the blowout maybe took some minutes, but overall okay.
Another one from that game, Curry under 26.5 points and over 6.5 assists at 3.75, so +275.
Yeah, I mean I get it. It's their number one pick and roll ball handler defense. Could be a blowout. Probably a good bet to take. Good price.
Okay. Last player prop question. Austin Reeves over 4.5 assists at -130.
Matchup not great for the assist. Knicks super slow, but the numbers are kind of good. Like with Luca and LeBron. No, Luca and LeBron. It's over in 4 out of 5 with 4 out of 5, 5.7 average, and potential assists are at 11.5, which is great. Matchup not great, so maybe over,
Maybe.
but maybe yeah.
Okay. Last question. Who wins 1v1, me or you, Pips?
Which sport?
Basketball.
Yeah, I've got you. Like easy.
I would agree. I'm not very good at basketball. I'm okay at 5v5. I'm definitely not good 1v1. So take that
Yeah,
for what
yeah.
it is.
I said you. Like I will
Oh,
take
you
you.
think I have it?
Yeah, yeah. I am.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
it's if it's down to like football, soccer. I'm taking myself. Like
Oh, I'm taking myself in soccer.
yeah, I don't think you should, but on any like basketball, yeah, and no
Okay.
chance. Even if you play like maybe I play like 10 times like with my friends, like all in my entire life. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe I could win. I did play
Yeah,
in high
yeah.
school.
I'll put like -1,000 on you to beat me 1 on 1.
Okay. We're both. I think we're both decently tall, so I don't think there's a height advantage for either of us. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a 1v1 specialist. I'm a hustling
Same.
power forward, I'd say. Old school
I'm
power
a,
forward. It's my favorite
yeah,
role.
I'm more so like I don't know. I'm probably good on defense, but
Yeah, but
pure
because you
football.
play soccer, I'm good at defense as well.
Yeah,
Because you play soccer,
yeah,
you have really good
yeah,
feet. So I
yeah.
agree. I'm also there. So I do the dirty work, but I'm not the guy. I don't care to be the focal point of a
I'm
team
I'm
fight.
I'm good at setting screens and I'm Demon Green like type of guy, like for sure.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, I'll take that, but I won't give you. I will not give you the soccer. I will never be able to test it, but I will
I
not.
mean, yeah.
I will
Yeah.
not concede.
I'm Croatian. If I lose to someone from Canada in soccer, I'll be ashamed. I will be ashamed.
Wow, that's crazy disrespect, man. All right, well, I mean, Croatia did beat Canada at the World Cup a few years ago, so
So
handily at that. So it is what it is. Hopefully, maybe another matchup in 2026 on Canadian turf. We'll have maybe home field advantage. All right. Anyways, we'll wrap up the show. Reminder later today, another Circles Off interview drops. The guest, we teased the guest on Twitter. You might be able to guess who it is. So go check out at Circles Off HQ on Twitter. But the interview is good. I saw it all because I was producing for it. And I recommend going to check that out. But I also recommend subscribing to this channel for daily shows like this on weekdays. And also make sure you drop a like if you did enjoy as well. So the bets today, we do have Zachary Rizachet. Hopefully he goes better than the last time we bet him, but expectation is there to go over 17.5 points plus rebounds at minus 105. And then we also played Tari Eason over 11.5 points at minus 120. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Very much appreciated. We'll be back tomorrow to finish things off for the week. It is Thursday, right? Yeah. Finish things off for the week for Friday. And we'll see you there for more from Pick and Roll presented by FanDuel.